Okay. Now number 8. The cube pictured above has a side length. Remember, underline, circle anything I underline and circle, of 9 centimeters. What is the lateral surface area of the cube? Okay, so a cube is made up of all squares. So that means if you know one side length of your square, what else do you know? You know all the other 3 sides. So if one side length has 9, that means the other 3 are 9. Okay? If we're finding lateral surface area, what does that mean? Lateral surface area.
Just the inside, just the base. No.
Opposite.
Just the faces, not the bases.
Just the faces, not the bases. So not these little wings out to the side. Lateral surface area. Okay, and then how are we going to find the area of these squares? What formula?
V8.
Okay. Or length times width. Length times width, length times width. So what is 9 times 9?
81.
81. So that means all of these little squares are 81. So the easiest thing to do, you can add them all together, or since there's 4 that we need to find, I would say 81
Same answers.
Yeah, they're
times 4. What?
It says 324 centimeters squared.
Oh, weird.
324
But that's
centimeters.
the
Yeah, that's the answer.
So there's 2 right answers.
Yay!
That will not happen on your test.
And then it's again on
Don't
number
worry.
9.
Don't
It's again
panic.
on number 9.
Okay, so then number 9, what's the total surface area? So now what are we including?
The wings.
Those wings. So instead of 81 times 4, 81 times how many? 6.
It's H, yeah.
Yeah, you could have used common sense because these are the lateral. That one was too small. Okay, number 10. The pyramid. They're giving us the shape. The pyramid above has a square base with sides of 6 feet and congruent. So that means they're all the same. Triangular sides with a height of 7 feet. What is the lateral surface area of the pyramid? So what does lateral surface area mean?
Just the bases, not the bases.
Not the bases.
Not the
So,
square.
right. So on a pyramid, we're not including that base. So just the triangles. Okay, but it says the square in the middle has sides of 6 feet. So we need to make sure we know and label those correctly because that's the side lengths of the squares, but it's also the base of your triangle. So you need that number. And the height of the triangles, it says, is 7. Okay, so what formula are we supposed to use when we're finding area? Base on side, nope, divided by 2. Okay, so the base of the triangle, which was 6, times the height of the triangle, which was 7, divided by 2. And if y'all can see it, y'all can divide first before you get to the end. So 6 divided by 2 would be 3. So just 3 times 7.
21.
Okay?
Plus 21 is 42. 42 plus 21 is
So what you can do is you can either add them all up, 21 plus 21 plus 21, or 21 times,
84. It's 84. Times 4. 84.
right, times 4 since there's 4 triangles.
I knew it. I was right.
Good. What about the total surface area? So I already know that the lateral surface area was 84, so I can get rid of J. What am I needing to add to that lateral surface area?
The square.
Okay, the area of that square, which would be what? Length times
36.
width. 6 times 6 would be 36.
I'm pretty good.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 120. 12. The rectangular prism, it tells us the shape, below has bases measuring 3 by 7 and sides measuring 7 by 11 and 3 by 11. What is the lateral surface area of the prism? Okay, so what does lateral surface area mean?
The faces, not the bases.
Not the basis, so I'm not including that.
No.
They didn't label your shape, but they gave you all the information you need to know. So if it says the bases measuring 3 centimeters by 7 centimeters, I'm going to exclude that information because it says we're looking for lateral surface area. Okay? So then my other side lengths, I've got 7 and 11, 3 and 11. So I'm going to do length times width, 3 times 11, 7 times 11. Okay, and how many of each of those little pieces do we have? 3 times 11, probably the skinny one, right? How many do we have? 2. So once I find that area, 3 times 11 is 33. 77. What do I do with those two numbers?
You're going to times it by 2.
I need to double them because there are
2 of them.
2 of each.
So it's 66 and 154.
Mm-hmm.
And the item.
Good. 66, 144,
54.
54.
How do you know she's right?
Because I did this last
154 plus 66.
There's 3. So
Good.
I just love this unit.
Jenna.
You're probably the only person to say that. Okay, almost done. Number 13, the triangular prism. So it tells you what shape it is because y'all get triangular prisms and pyramids confused a lot. It tells you what shape it is.
There's another one I sent me first.
It has equilateral triangular bases, so that means they're all the same, with sides of 6.7 and a height of 6. And rectangular sides measuring 6 by 7 by 10.
There's
6.7 by 10. What is the total surface area of the prism?
67.5.
Okay, so if it's got, let's see, the sides measuring triangular base with a side 6.7 and a height of 6. So we know the height of our triangles is 6. So I'm going to go ahead and label that. We got 6. The sides are measuring what? 6.7. Those are my slanted sides. And what have we said about, like on a rectangular prism and on these, if they fold up together, if they share that corner,
It's going to be the exact same.
then they're the same measurement. Okay, so if I know the diagonal side of the triangle, I know this, then I know this rectangle here, and I know this rectangle up top. Does that make sense? We talked about if they fold up together, they're the same.
You can turn that into a
So these are the same, these are the same. Okay, now, so we labeled all those for the triangles. Rectangular sides measuring 6.7 by 10. So even if you weren't sure if these are going to be the same measurement, if they fold up together, it told you that the rectangular sides are 6.7 by 10. And we're looking for total surface area. So what does that mean?
All of it, even the length.
Find the area of every single piece. So in the middle, those rectangles, what formula should we use?
B8. Length times width.
Okay, length times width. So 6.7 times 10. And y'all can just,
57.
yep. 67, 67, 67. And what formula do I need to use for these triangles?
B8 divided by 2.
Okay, base times height divided by 2. Length times width divided by 2. So the base of the triangle,
Is 6, 6. I don't know.
what would that be? 6.7. All these are going to be the same. So 6.7 times the height of the triangle. What was that? Divided by 2.
And then I got 2 over 1.
So we can divide first before we get to the end.
Yeah.
That would be 3.
So 6.7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. 18, 19, 20.
Yeah,
We got one number behind the decimal, so I got one number behind the decimal in my answer.
It is not 201.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is.
20.1, 20.1. So that's my triangles. I got my middle part. Now we have to put all those little circles, all those little numbers together.
Yeah, it's definitely not 201. It's 241.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had it right and then I
I have a
changed.
question.
It's 241.
I
How did you get?
There's 20.1. I got.
Okay, so adding them all up. I got 2. I got 1, 4, 2. All together.
It's F.
So it's F and H.
Oh wow, 2 answer choices the same again. Again, that will not happen on your test. There will be one answer.
I was right. Okay, I thought I wasn't right because I thought I forgot I divided.
Yeah, this one's got the most steps. It takes a little while to get to that answer.
Okay, so I was. Never mind. It was.
Last one. The pyramid shown below is made of 4 congruent, that means same. Equilateral also means same. Congruent equilateral triangles with sides of 8 centimeters and heights of 6.9. What is the total surface area of the pyramid? Okay, so if they're all the same, then I'm just gonna find the area of 1. So if the sides are 8, the height is 6.9. We're gonna find the area of one triangle and multiply it by how many we see. So what formula are you supposed to use?
pH divided by 2.
Okay, base times height divided by 2. And total means what?
All of it.
All of them. So I'm gonna find the area of 1, 6.9 times 8 divided by 2. And I'm gonna divide first. So 8 divided by 2, 4. So 6.9 times 4. And now this is just going to be the area of 1. So I went ahead and divided. I divided 8 by 2 so I would have a smaller number to deal with.
So you divide by 2? I thought you.
Oh, I was looking at
I divided by 2, but I thought you divided by 2.
Yeah, just make sure if you're looking for a surface area, if it's a surface area on your paper, ignore the volume formulas then. Because, yeah, that can get you really confused. And there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those triangles. So the area times 4.
What is 27? What about 39?
27 is